Welcome everybody to the MLG.TV Destiny Bounty, where you can find the best clans in the world competing for cash prize in some awesome tasks that we have set up. This is my host, Will Cyberfabreu.
What's up, everyone?
Tell them about the competition.
Well, guys, tonight we've assembled the best Destiny players on MLG.TV. We've gotten them to form a fire team of 6 members, and they are eagerly awaiting instructions for what is essentially an extension of what you would get in-game as an exotic bounty. But we have got some crazy things for them to complete. And of course, the reward at the end of the MLG.TV bounty is $600
each week.
Each week.
So each week, this is week 1, guys. Each week there will be a new list of bounties that MLG comes up with. Participants must be a fire team of 6, like we stated. Teams must complete these bounty steps in order, so you have to do step 1 before you do step 2. First team to finish all the steps first wins. It's very simple. However, before we get into too much more, Bungie released a new House of Wolves trailer. If you guys don't know, House of Wolves expansion is coming out May 19th, next Tuesday. It's pretty freaking awesome. I would love to throw that trailer up to get you guys in the mood, so to say, and then we'll come back and introduce the teams.
When the Fallen sought to destroy us, I protected the reef. In the end, we showed them mercy. They met that mercy with betrayal. Now, they will feel my wrath. Let the hunt begin.
I'm so pumped,
guys. God, there's so much good stuff going on in Destiny. I cannot freaking wait till next Tuesday. But you know what? It's Thursday. It's not Tuesday yet. We got you guys in the mood. Now it's time to do it MLG style.
Yeah, man.
So I have just sent the bounties to the players. They did not have any time to prep. The bounties that just been sent, they will be starting in a couple minutes. They're told to start exactly at 8. But let's talk about what those bounties are right now for you guys. The first step in the bounty, win 3 games in control without picking up heavy ammo. That's really, heavy ammo is a huge thing in Crucible. That's going to be really hard to do. Talk us through step 2.
Well, step 2, beat the Nightfall with no arc weapons. The other 3 members of your team beat the weekly. Of course, this week's Nightfall and this week's weekly are on the goal with Arc Burn. Yeah, buddy.
So that, I fully expect teams to be stuck on that one for a little while. We're going to hop in with people, and trust me, I can't wait to see them struggle. Step 3, add someone from your chat to your friends list, or get 5 retweets to the stream. Seems easy. It'd be harder than you think.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be scrambling all over the place to get. Oh my God! Add me! Remember, guys. This is only one member of the team has to do this. So as soon as they do this, they can move on to the next step. Tell us about the next step.
Step 4. This is a multi-step step. Steps
Okay,
within
this is the big
step.
one. This is the big
Beat
one.
the Vault of Glass with the following modifiers. 1. Open the plates without ever losing control of one of them. If you lose control, go back to orbit. Try again, kids.
You gotta start over.
Next, beat the Templar without him teleporting. Again.
It's worth saying this is on normal mode.
This is normal mode.
This is normal mode.
Yes.
Vault of Glass.
If he teleports,
Well, you gotta wipe.
or wipe or orbit.
No, you gotta wipe. You're
You gotta-
allowed. Just
okay.
try it right back. But a lot of people, you know what? That seems easy. A lot of people are just used to cheesing it.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people have done it legit in a while. So I think we're gonna see a little struggling there.
Plus, if you get it without him teleporting, you get that second.
You get the check. There's incentives to do it. What's the third modifier?
Next, get through the Gorgon's Labyrinth 2 at a time. This is gonna be so much fun.
Cannot wait for that part, guys. Basically, what's gonna happen is they're gonna go all the way through it, wait for one team to finish, and then all the way through it again. The next 2, then all the way through it. And as you know, if someone gets spotted by a Gorgon, everyone wipes.
starts over.
So they're gonna have to do it essentially 3 times in groups of 2. That one's gonna be hilarious. And then what's our last modifier
The
for
last
the Vault of
one,
Glass?
of course, is beat Atheon, the final boss of the raid, in 2 teleports. I did this last night in hard mode.
There you go.
Not hard.
So you should be able to do it on normal mode,
Yes.
right? Okay. Let's move on to the last couple steps. Step 5, get the purple ball in the tower up to the FWC vendor's room. That's so easy. No, it's not. Trust me, I have tried.
I tried last night.
It is very difficult to get that purple ball up to the tower vendor's room.
There is one corner on the way to the hangar that your ball will get stuck in,
Yep.
and you can't get it out. You
right
have
in front
to
of
go
the
that corner.
right in front of the steps, and trust me, that is going to be so hilarious. What's step 6?
Win 3 games in control while only using auto rifles. Grenades and melees are still allowed.
So we know, as everybody who plays Destiny knows, Auto Rifles got nerfed to hell recently, and like it's going to be so hard to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Our final step: start a 9-player dance party in the tower. Your fire team can count as 6 of them. That means you're gonna have to go into tower with 6 of your guys, start dancing, start doing your moves, and get 3 other people to join you. Don't underestimate that one. There's a
one's
little
hard.
luck base. The other steps are gonna definitely help you. The faster you do the other steps, I think that's the wild card. The last one, you want as much time to do that one because you could get it in 5 minutes. That could take a half an hour. People are going to be messaging people, dance with me, dance with me, dance with me. It's going to be hilarious.
Chemo,
Yes.
what do you think is the hardest step in this part?
I think the hardest step is the Vault of Glass. I
Yeah?
think step 4, the Vault of Glass, there's so many modifiers on it. There's going to be a lot of wipes. A lot of people don't play Vault of Glass anymore. Like, a lot of people play Crota. A lot of people just don't do raids at all. So I think just getting through that, getting accustomed to Vault of Glass again, and doing it with these unique modifiers, I think we're going to spend a lot of the time on Gorgon's Labyrinth. It's going to be freaking hilarious the whole time. I think that's our hardest step. What about you?
I am personally a fan of the control with only auto rifles, melees, and grenades.
Why is that?
Because auto rifles are practically non-viable in PvP. The strongest one is still Suros, but because that gun was so strong, they totally reduced the efficacy, I would say, of auto rifles in Crucible.
Definitely.
So that's good. I get the feeling that a lot of our teams are going to start relying on their grenades and melees, actually. Chemo,
Yes.
teams are starting. However, we should go over the rosters for these teams.
Yes, we should. Teams are still going into their first matches.
Yes.
I see one team that just started them. A lot of them are traveling to I see LT John of Invigorate is going into Shores of Time just now.
Yeah.
Like you said, let's run over the rosters. Introduce our first roster.
All right, so coming up first, we have Team Invigorate, one of the most well-known clans within Destiny.
Yep.
Their roster is not one to be messed with. These are the guys who came up with that world-first normal mode, Crota, and hard mode VOG raid runs. World first, guys. You can watch them at mlg.tv/LieutenantJohn5/xHawkeye and /Jaeger. Those 3 guys are going at it right now. Of course, they're joined by Knifers, Mr. Whips, and UNC Champ 23. I was watching these guys last night. They're all really good at everything in Destiny.
They are ready to go. I think we're going to talk a little bit more about them as we get to the raid steps.
Right.
Let's introduce our next team. I think this is going to be the A team. And for those who don't know, the A team is the other half of Invigorate. That is the PvP side of Invigorate. So that's Luminosity, Ewoctopus, Scamp, Lucky Charms, and they are playing with 2 others. They didn't submit their roster early enough, but we'll get that roster to you. I think it's Viva Lapone and someone else. All Invigorate guys. These guys are going to excel at the PvP challenges, that first challenge, the auto rifle challenges. Expect them to take an early lead. Let's bring up our next team.
Next team should be Science Class.
Yep.
Another offshoot of the Invigorate brand, led by Demolisi on MLG.tv/Demolisi, joined by O Artemis, T-Peach, Trogdoran, UCA Phil, and Talivas. These guys are sort of an all-around group. I'm really interested to see if they have the strength to pull it through together against their sister teams.
Yeah, I'm definitely watch out for this team. We're going to be spectating Demolisi a little bit, so definitely another roster to watch out for.
Right, next up should be Sovereign Esports. Sovereign, these are the guys, they run a special utility in Destiny. Kimo, tell us about that.
Yeah, so Dirty Moose is actually the person who runs a Destiny in-depth Twitter. So these guys know a ton about Destiny, and they are not to be underestimated by any means. These guys are going to be your knowledgeable team. They should be able to know what to do to complete every single challenge. So definitely watch out for them.
All right, next up, if I'm not mistaken, it is Resolute. Resolute streaming on MLG.tv/Resolute, if I'm not mistaken.
And this is another powerful PvP team, right?
Yes. Resolute is a really powerful squad in PvP. We'll get their rosters up in just a second, but them and the A team will sort of be where we see the PvP Crucible teams come through. There it is.
There we go.
MLG.tv/Resolute is going to be headed up by the Clawman, the Manigator, KJ Hovey, a pup named Rusty, Too Loud Texas, and Ian Ray.
All right. And what are some? Let's bring up the next team, which is going to be Cutting Edge. Or nope, it's going to be Strictly Business.
Strictly Business. Got him.
That is going to be SB6, Hayes, Flahoot, Soulslayer, Kyle SB, and they have another one filling in. These are some of the Strictly Business staff, some MLG streamers. Don't underestimate these guys either. These guys play Destiny every single day.
Yeah. Six is grinding away on the Destiny stream almost every day.
Dude, he's preparing for House of Wolves pretty hard. So that is going to be another team we're definitely going to be checking in with. And then I think
our final one, actually.
Our final team, Cutting Edge Esports, if we could bring them up.
Here we go. Energy leading the charge at MLG.tv/Cutting Edge Esports, followed by Nightmare, AUO, Hunter, Clout, and Dropson. These guys, they are a very dedicated group of Destiny players. They are sort of the underdog of this entire event on this first week of MLG.tv Destiny Bounties. Yep. We need to get into these games, though, Kimo.
We do, and actually, the A team, who was our favorite PvP team, had just finished their first game. They destroyed their opponents 20,000 to like 4,000 or something like that. I don't know if that's a lucky group. I don't know what it is.
Full screen that. Let's go look at that.
Let's full screen my POV.
Not yet. Let's get it up first.
Yeah, let's do it. It's good now. Bring it up, Ron.
Go to the screen. Okay, that's not the screen.
Well, we're introducing...
Full screen, hit F11.
Yeah.
Hit F11.
There we go, F11. And... Sorry about that.
Bam, show that.
So, what we have built for you guys, this is on DestinyTracker.com. This is an awesome tool that they have helped us build just for this challenge. This will obviously be updated weekly. You can keep up with all the team's progress here. You can see what steps they've completed on the right. As you can see, they just completed game one, so obviously they haven't completed the whole step yet. You can see all the POVs here, and you can switch from team to team, and you can literally keep up with everything. When these steps get filled out, you'll see this progress bar go, and of course you can chat. But you know what? Let's hop in with Luminosity. Luminosity, if you don't know, is one of our big Destiny streamers. He's part of the A team. He's on He's on Invigorate's PvP team, and he is killing it. Him and Scamp are the dynamic duo right now for Invigorate.
Yeah, Scamp is the player that people seem to think that like he is the best PvP player in Destiny. He's the guy that if you have been following competitive Destiny, dropped 57-0 in a match. The guy is good to say the least, and Lumi is right up there with them. These guys, people dissect their gameplay just to get call-outs, just to get like things that are really correct about playing these matches here.
Yeah, and I'm looking. You know what? Will scrolling through some of the other teams here. They are still in game one. These guys are already so ahead. I would love to just listen in with them for a minute or two and see what they do off the start of Shores of Time, and just let's just observe. Let's observe how they're gonna combat no heavy ammo and how they're gonna defend around it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how these guys sort of go in off the split here and see what they're running, just in terms of builds and everything.
I'll just do weekly then.
All right, so we see Lumi's running a Blade Dancer. He's got that's Arc Bolt, Grenade, and Blink Strike.
Yep.
Thorn. He's probably got Fellwinter's Lie as well.
This is Lumi's signature class. So he's using a Blink Hunter. He's running Blade Dance, of course. He's using Thorn, one of the best Thorners in the world. It's the easy double down for him. And he's running Fellwinter's Lie as the secondary, which we all know is the craziest shotgun in the game right now. One thing to mention, actually, is as we were flying into the game, I heard them talking about already the next challenge. So they're saying, I'll do the weekly, you do the Nightfall, that kind of thing, and they're already planning ahead. These guys are not worried about this step.
Yeah.
This is easy money for them.
This is just baby steps for them. These guys are they're probably gonna be the first people to finish this step here.
Yeah, I would say they're my favorites to do this for sure. Of course, if you want to watch them, every day these guys stream. He's on mlg.tv/luminosity. It's /scamp. /ewoctopus. Like, these guys are the team for PvP. If you guys ever want to watch PvP, definitely watch these guys. So let's listen in, actually. For the next minute, they're going to be prepping around this heavy ammo. It comes up at 9 minutes. So let's just listen in and see what they do.
While we listen in with these guys, we're also going to have Lieutenant John 5 stream up in the top left of your screen. He's from the main Invigorate squad. These guys are going to be our front runners.
Everyone's pushing back to you guys.
Can't get him.
Got him.
Coming to you, Scamp.
I got one more back here.
Yeah.
I got another one. Oh, there we go. BK. Alright, nice.
What's that 39?
Lots behind me.
I'm anchoring. I'm anchoring. Right now. Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna pop super good shit. I'll cover fire.
Head towards B with that super. Okay.
Good shit, Lucky.
I got 400 points in assist. What is that? 8? What?
Yeah, I think I took 2 of those. He's one shot either. Oh, they're spawning Charlie. There's a guy in the
There's one more guy back A.
I gotta stay at a point, at a spawn point. Yeah, I'll stay C now, since I'm near it.
Ah, he's in K, BK.
They're in cave. He got nice snipe.
Damn.
Bravo.
Spawned A. Nice match so far. 1,000 and...
Matrix.
Oh, I got shoulder charge. Heavy's about to drop. Don't pick it.
Ah, shoulder pound.
There's one on B, and then one on B hall. B hall's
We're
down.
going to B.
I'm not using that shoddy at all.
There's 2 on B.
Alright, don't pick up heavy.
There's a lop I see. I'm surrounded. I can't do anything.
Stay away from the heavy. Kill him off of it.
Yeah, one guy on B, super weak.
I'm gonna
burning.
cap A heavy.
Oh, you
I'm
got
not
him.
gonna pick it up though.
Go ahead, pick it up.
Oh, he stuck me.
B.
They picked up heavy on A.
And scamp on B.
Super
I got
tap.
one of them. Keep going. There you go.
Nice B cap.
They don't have any of this heavy. They don't have A heavy anymore.
B cave, or B lane.
And Charlie.
All right, so really interesting to see there. First of all, these guys are rolling. It's 1,600 to 3,000. This is a bit ridiculous already. But as you saw there, right when the heavy ammo was coming, they're reminding each other, guys, don't pick up the heavy ammo. It's almost 9 minutes. Heavy ammo's going to drop. I'm going to defend it. You saw Lucky Charms just sitting there with his Fellwinter's Lie, just saying, I am going to be the brick wall. I am not going to let anybody get it. And I think he ended up trading, and only one person got it. That's a huge advantage over the whole team just freely getting that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be massive in this game. Of course, you can see that their lead is just huge. They have 18,000 points on the other team. With 8 minutes left in the game, there's no way it doesn't like end within the next minute or so. These guys are doing really, really well. Relying on Thorn, relying on things like the last word, and of course Fellwinter's Lie. These guys are really statted out to roll. They can
That's it. That's
there
game.
it is. That's
already.
it.
That's game 2. Look, someone found Monte Carlo. There we go. MLG hype for the exotic.
The exotic bounty is so good. It brings you exotics, especially if you're playing against the team that you are that's actually participating. So,
all right. You know what? I think they got this first step in the bag.
Yeah.
Let's hop on. I want to see with our main Invigorate team. I'm going to see where some of the other guys are at. I'm going to see where our Strictly Business team is at, because I know they're on, and I know they're doing it too. So let's hop on board with LT John. If you could take Will's screen. I think they're flying into Game 2.
Yeah, they're about to spawn to Game 2. They just got done with the matchmaking, and that actually might hurt them a little bit. Every second that your matchmaking goes down, that's really just wasted time. However, I would not be surprised if, since they are full pre-made, if they get matched up against another group that's queuing at the same time that's either a full pre-made or one of our squads here on the bounty. That's something I really want to see at some point during the night, and I'm really pumped for it.
Yeah, no, they're definitely, like, they need to work against the clock. I'm sorry to go back to your previous point, but, like, they need to work. They need to put in some work. Exodus Blue is a good map to do that. Exodus Blue is a very small close quarters map. If you guys don't know, this is a PlayStation exclusive map. This competition is both consoles, so some players are going to be getting this map, some players may not. I'm interested. You know what would be really interesting is if they match up with another team doing this bounty.
Yeah,
I would
that's
love
something
to see that.
I really, really want to see as we go into this.
Tell me a little bit about what John's running here.
John's running Last Word.
Why wouldn't you be?
If you're not running Thorn, the Last Word, or even like Red Death, I think you're not correctly started out for PvP right now. They are just the top 3 weapons in the game. They're things that will give you just a distinct advantage over everyone else, and that's a Fellwinter's Lie for sure. You can see the Iron Banner insignia, that Iron Tree, right up in that stock. This gun is the best gun ever.
God, Fellwinter's is so good. If for those who don't know, the Iron Banner sells weapons usually like once a month. The Iron Banner is running. It's a competition where levels matter, essentially.
Right.
Your stat values, your overall level, all that stuff is important. And what's his name? The Iron Banana guy. Whatever his name.
Lord Saladin.
Lord Salad is selling some weapons, and you can re-roll them for better perks. However, when he sold Fellwinter's Lie, it had almost perfect perks. It had Return to Sender, which has a chance of giving ammo back into the magazine, directly into the magazine if you get a kill, which is huge in PvP now after the recent ammo changes. It had Hammer Forge and Rangefinder, which both increase the range of that shotgun, which already had ridiculous range and impact. So this thing has just become a sniper. If you don't have Fellwinter's Lie, or you didn't pick up the vendor version and you re-rolled it to have something similar perk-wise, you're in trouble. You better be the luckiest guardian on the planet and have gotten a secret handshake with all those perks and a hidden one or something. So you need to have Fellwinter's if you're running shotgun.
Tell you what, Chemo, I didn't play that weekend. I regret it. Every time I get into PvP, this gun is the end of my life. We're watching Lieutenant John right now.
It's kind of the end of many Guardians' lives.
Yeah. He's picked up the orbs. Of course, I think that in PvP, Blade Dancer is going to be quite a nuisance, but not really the strongest of supers, I would say, in PvP. Golden Gun seems to shut down a lot of people very easily. We get a lot of people using very effective radiances to just throw out grenades. We get a lot of people throwing out Nova Bombs as well on heavies, which are very good strategies to run. I really wonder if, and they really are, pulling away in this game here. 10,000 to 3,000.
However, I think, you know what? I think it's a little bit polarizing when we see the A team doing so well and saying, okay, everybody should be doing this good. They're the best Crucible players in the world. This is destruction already. Like this is an average game for most of us, and they're rolling as well. Do not count these guys out. These are the PvE raid specialists, but they're doing, as you can see, just fine in PvP.
That's right. And of course, Jaeger's on this team. Jaeger, the guy when he got his MLG channel, was like, you know what? I'm going to play Destiny for 24 hours straight.
Because why not?
And this guy's awesome. Oh, no. John just got Fist of Panic.
Right in the Fist of Panic. You're right.
Yeah.
Right in the mouth of his blade
saw
dancer.
that coming and was like, nah. I'm going to freak out. However, we do have the SB stream up as well. Let's bring that up. Let's bring up some of their audio. I'm really interested in seeing how the Strictly Business squad fares. Do you know if this is the first game or second?
I don't know if this is their first or second game. However, when I started tuning in, I looked over, I saw them just getting rocketed, and they're actually down. They are down by 3,000 points right now. As you can hear, a lot of rockets over by C. Their rockets are really hurting them, and Six doing a little bit of carrying. He's got almost 6,000 points, and the rest of the team is sitting around 1,000 or 2,000. They're gonna lose this first game. And as you can see on the kill feed, rockets coming up. That guy's on a 5 kill streak. I saw that before when we just tuned in. This is a hard challenge for some people.
Got him.
Yeah, this deficit, this late in the game, really hard to come back from. I begin to wonder if they're gonna start like pulling out of this game or pulling ahead.
Yeah. This is do or die time right now. The other team has 1,900. I hope this is game 2 for them. Otherwise, they're already digging themselves a hole. It's definitely not an insurmountable hole. I think a lot of people are going to be stuck on the Nightfall more than you'd imagine.
Can you tell me if it's an insurmountable school fort?
It is, in fact. But as you can see, okay, so they're doing actually something really smart. That's incredibly smart. I don't know if you guys saw that, but they went to orbit before the match is over.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we're going to lose. We're not going to waste our time with the reward screen. We are going to start. We are just going to go right into the next match. You know what? You'll lose a chance of a blue engram. Who really cares?
Yeah.
Very smart. You're going to see things like that I didn't even think of that they were going to do that. That's really intuitive of them. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm seeing that over on Six's screen, he's also using a Voidwalker build with, man, that setup I'm not exactly sure will help him the most.
He's using his shoulders, but as like you can't use heavy armor. Yeah, so I mean, he's running a level 31. I think it's probably to do with some perks, maybe some gun he's running, maybe something gives him hand cannon ammo. And actually, if we go over to LG Don's stream,
Quick switch over here, Ron.
Just got Mida multi-tool.
Yo,
this is happening, guys.
2 for 2.
2 for
Let's
2.
go, MLG TV bounty.
That was a bad high five.
Fail high five.
Do it again. Yes, all right.
Yes.
That's
Works
for the
the
Mida
second
multi-tool. Guys, someone's gonna. LT John has been wanting Hawkmoon since the game came out, and he has not got it.
Oh man.
This is awesome that people are getting exotic drops. Let's stay on board with LT John.
Right.
I'm gonna just search around for some other teams right now and see where everybody else is at. But talk me through what LT John is doing.
So LT John is actually just looking for another game of Control.
Okay.
We saw that his build was very similar to Lumi's, just from the outside standpoint, but we don't really know his internal sort of numbers. We don't know if he's running agility, if he's running recovery or armor. Of course, if you're new to Destiny, those things, believe it or not, can really impact your gameplay style and impact your gameplay heavily, incredibly heavily. So we're seeing right now Lieutenant John just checking his armor, running the last word. Didn't get to see his heavy, but we're going to be able to see his gameplay off the split. I see you have Resolute up there. Let's open up them full screen. Let's go to our MLG Darkness Zone. Or we can just go to the full screen.
Yeah, this is
energy.
As you can see,
This is Clawman.
They just started. Team Resolute, as we said, are one of the top PvP teams in Destiny, so expect them to pull away even without this heavy ammo. This should be a similar story to the A team. I'm not sure what game they're in. I think they actually might still be in game 1. which they're going to really have to pick it up. But this is a team, like I said, that is used to PvP. They should be able to catch up and maybe, you know, advance some of those teams that have already had a loss. Like, this should be 3 wins in a row for them. If not, they're already looking in trouble.
That's right. Now, what's really interesting about the Clawman over there, I think he's using the colorblind options to really increase his ability to determine friend from foe. Because sometimes if you're running and you're close to a guy, you can't see their name tag, you can't tell if it's an enemy or not. It's not true. It's not really easy to sort of make that discrepancy just from being super close to someone.
If you guys don't know, Bungie just put in some colorblind options into the game. A lot of people were complaining they couldn't play Destiny because, oh, I can't tell what color the enemy shields are, which really matters in PvE. They were just running into a lot of colorblind problems for whatever reason. So Bungie did an awesome thing. You know what? They found all the colorblind, fixes and put them all in. And the top PvP players, like I said, have found out that some of those colorblind modes makes everything a little more saturated and a little more easy to tell and, discern when looking over the map. So you can see in bright green where your teams are when it's usually more of like a muted blue.
I'm personally a fan of using that. I think it's called the Tritanopia.
I haven't tried any of the colorblind modes.
They're really interesting. If you use the one at the bottom of the list, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name. It makes your radar color yellow.
Interesting.
And it's easier to see what level people are on from the yellow color than the red.
You see, this is interesting. You see, they're not grabbing the heavy ammo, but he popped a super right around it, and he's just sort of just watching it. He's going back, he's checking, make sure that none of this team gets on that heavy ammo for as long as possible. And if someone does, it's only just one guy. Tell me a little bit about his class. I can see he's running Gunslinger. What weapons is he using?
Is that Red Death?
That is Red Death, of
All right,
course.
so he's using Red Death. He's got an arc shotgun, so that's either going to be Fellwinter's or it's going to be
It's a Judgment 6. It's a new Monarchy
6?
1.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's see. Red Death seems to be that third place PvP weapon. Every kill you get starts your health regen. It gives you immediate health. And of course, you're going up against a Thorn, which gives you damage over time debuff as you get shot.
It's basically a Thorn counter.
Yeah, it counters Thorn. However, you have to kill to get that healing ability off. So it may not be enough. You see a blinded guy run right through his grazes there, but no, he gets sniped by he gets golden gun.
I think Red Death is a great option for a lot of mid-range maps. I don't know how good it is for a map like Anomaly, where it's all close quarters. I tend to run the Last Word or Thorn on this, pretty much exclusively. Red Death, I try to stick to Shores of Time, just a little bigger maps, but it seems to be working out for him.
Yeah, I think Clawman's really focused on his shotgun.
Yeah, he is, and he's leaning back. He's chilling right now.
He knows what's going to do.
And look at that feed. Two Loud TX just got 2 snipes. He's got the shotgun. They have map control. As you can see, they're holding down B&A, which is the most favorable spawns in this. You kind of want to keep them outside. So they're doing a great job of just controlling 2 points, not letting spawns flip, that kind of stuff. Where are Invigorate right now?
Invigorate in this current game on, I think this is the blue map, Exodus Blue. They're up a lot of points, 9,700 really to 65 now, and increasing in their lead. It's, believe it or not, Lieutenant John and UNC Champ struggling at the bottom of their leaderboard. However, compared to the bottom of the opponent's team, they're doing probably better than the top of their board.
That's good.
We are seeing, of course, the adoption of Blink Shotgun, which is it's not frowned upon. It's just super common and hard to deal with if you don't know how to deal with that.
It's frowned upon by everybody who doesn't use it.
But it's effective, and that's
effective.
That's all that matters.
It's one of the best. If you have a hunter and you're not running Gunslinger, just and you're running Blade Dancer, why are you not using Blink? It's so good. It's so powerful. That plus shotguns is just, you just blink over people, shotgun them in the face, they don't even know what happens. So it's super effective.
Right. I see that there's no way they lose this game. Invigorate has this on lock.
Is that their third or their second game?
I think this is their third.
That should be their third, right? So they will be moving on, if we're keeping track correctly. But actually, if you hop over to my screen, we've got Demalisi here. So this is Science Class. This is one of our new streamers as well. If we can actually go full screen with her. Demalisi, like I said, is brand new, but she's already like they're all Invigorate members. So T Peach, Demalisi, Trogdorian, like all of these guys you will see playing with Invigorate on a day-to-day basis.
You know, when you think about it, there's a 3 out of 7 chance that Invigorate takes home the money in some form or fashion.
In some form of, I don't think these guys play with. I know she is on Invigorate. I don't know if it's a whole team of Invigorate. I know a large portion of them, but you're right. There's a 3 out of 7 chance that in some portion, someone from Invigorate gets paid today.
Yeah.
So that's kind of awesome. And you know what? I think it's gonna make some of the other clans step up. And it's like, you know what? We could give these guys a run for their money. Like, I could do this easy. I think next week we're gonna see a lot more teams throwing their head into the ring. And not letting Invigorate take this, I don't want to say so easily, but having such a good chance to win it.
And you saw right there, she made a really good choice. She was trying to jump up from middle. Oh no, she got shotgun slit with the slide, but that's pretty common.
Especially down that ramp. That was nice. Good job by that guy just using the ramp. She was not ready, but let's see what they're doing. They're down by 1,000 right now. They
can definitely make it back. They just really need to use and abuse their grenades on that heavy. Like that trip grenade is great there, but it's really good.
Do something with it.
It's really good on the heavy.
You got it. Yeah, it's a lot better on the heavy. Yeah. That's true.
So
how much do you think the map that they get plays into this challenge?
I think the maps are gonna really favor people more or less, right? So let's see our top weapons in this game right now. Thorn, Fellwinters, Last Word, Red Death at the bottom of that list.
Right.
All of those guns are incredibly good short range.
Okay.
Better, like Thorn, Last Word, you can use it long range.
I think what you're trying to say is you can trade easier with heavy in a short range map.
All right, I'm saying you can control the heavy more easily on a short range map, especially with your primary, because you're not going to use your heavy. Period. That's just the bounty this week. However, you do have to prevent the enemy from getting it if you want to really shut them down, or juke them and like allow them to come to that, and then abuse your supers. Use things like Demalisi is on a gunslinger. So let's say she allows the enemy to get close to a heavy, think they're safe. When in reality, she's around the corner, pops her gunslinger and kills the guy. That guy is awesome. That guy ruined everyone's day on their
just
side.
wrecking them. They're keeping it close though. They're not. They're definitely not out of this. I think what they need to do is get control of B like immediately, because heavy ammo's coming up in 10 seconds here. This is going to be a big. If they have control of B, that heavy ammo might be a secondary thought. They need to get control of B right now. She needs to get this kill and not let that guy kill her heavy. There we go. I don't know what that guy saw was. He's not going for it either.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hard. Let's see if they. Nope, they're staying off of it. They're doing a good job. So right now her teammates need to get on B with her. That's good. And now they need to just hold down this room.
Here's the problem. They don't have anyone in the bottom yet. Looking at the other one yet, unless they're sniping from that vantage point. I think they're gonna have problems dealing with the lower heavy on this map. And they are getting the classic B trap here, you know, looking down at where the opponent team is spawning and just throwing bullets into that doorway. That's
just
how you want to lock
it down. You see T Peach was sniping there for a second. That's a great line of sight just to snipe from this like back bar area onto these steps where Demalisi is looking right now. And just throwing nades, as you said, keeping it shut down.
This guy
looks like they almost might break the setup though.
They are back in the lead by 1 kill, right? But that Blade Dancer really almost made that not happen. They were looking really good. They were going to start running away with it, but the Blade Dancer just really wrecked everyone's day. And you can see this other team is coordinated. I think one of the people on that opposing team left. They probably got another new 6th in as they're going through here. But I like what they're doing. I like this setup. I think that they can use their the utilities that they have and the vantage points a little bit more effective, though.
I agree.
Realistically, those people shouldn't be getting through that door.
Yeah, Demalisi is in the zone. She has not said a word, I don't think. She is in the zone, but that's good. I mean, you need communication, but you also need to be focused. And I think this is after just a couple days of watching her stream, she is, oh man, that Nova Bomb.
It only got her, though. That's the thing.
No, it got a couple people. But
no, it did not.
Okay, well, I think one thing actually to notice, is I really haven't seen heavy ammo be a problem for them. I haven't seen rockets. I haven't seen LNG. I'm going to assume that means that they took those people out.
Yeah, I think that's going to be these 3 teams, the coordinated, like super coordinated ones. These are going to be the ones that really get that shutdown on those. I want to load up a new team and see how they're doing.
I want to check in back with the A team.
Okay.
If you could go to one of their POVs, we'll bring it up in a second, guys. Let's hop on board with Scamp. Scamp is the best PvP player in the world. I'm assuming that they finished that 3rd game pretty handily. The next challenge, if we could bring up the Darkness Zone, is actually doing the Nightfall and the weekly at the same time. So that means that the team is going to have to split up, right? Half of them are going to do the Nightfall. The Nightfall is going to be way harder, I think, with no burn weapons allowed, or no arc burn weapons allowed, excuse me. The weekly is going to be still hard, but they're going to have to do it. So
All right, let's bring up, like, full screen that. Let's bring up the Darkness Zone. And
let's
check
hop
out.
On, yeah, let's check out and
doing.
bring Scamp's audio up.
Scamp's audio.
Okay. Well, we can definitely just let's see where they are.
See where they. So they are already. They've already been half this. If this is the Nightfall, or this is definitely. Who is this? If it's Lumi and Scamp, this is the Nightfall.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I don't know. Actually, a lot of some of the other guys may be doing PvP. I think. Let's see what weapons they're using. I think that's going to tell us where they're in.
Scamp's using Vision of Confluence and Icebreaker.
And Gallahorn. Yeah. That's no arc weapons.
That's exactly what they need to do. But here's
the thing. Is that a legendary engram that just dropped from someone?
I think it's a legendary engram.
Oh baby, oh baby,
it might be a blue.
It might be a blue. We're gonna hope that it's a legendary. Let me hop on.
So I think that this actually, can we just full screen up the Scamp, please?
Yep.
I think that this might be the best way to go in terms of using the alternate burns.
Okay. Why is that?
So this specific strike has a lot of enemies that use the flame. The solar flavored shield. Right. This is like you spawn in on a room where Shanks with shields that are solar spawn in on you. You end up fighting a butt ton of wizards that all have solar shields. You're gonna have problems with knights. You're gonna have problems with arc.
It's legendary.
So I think that this I can hear our stream because you got us up there.
Do I?
So
sorry, you're right. I do. Yeah. I'm sorry, stream.
It's all right. So just checking this out, though, I think that this is the way to go. Especially Gallahorn, best rocket launcher in the game, probably the best.
You got it. I don't have a Gallahorn, guys. I'm so sorry to say this. I still don't have a Gallahorn. I've been playing since day one. It hurts me.
I just got my Vegas Mythic Glass for the first time last night.
Nice.
It took me until 5:30 in the morning, and I did the Vaulted Glass hard mode raid 3 times consecutively.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I would love, if we could bring actually my screen up full screen now. This is our overview page that you guys can click. Right at the bottom of the page should be a banner that says click to follow each of the team's progress on destinytracker.com. This is that page. This will send you to our stream, the chat, and you can keep up with all the team's progress. As you see, we just started. So the only team, I just refreshed this, that has completed step 1 is the A team. And you can see their game links right here, the game evidence. You can see their progress bar is starting to fill out. We'll be checking in with this page a little bit more as the night goes on. But I actually think this would be a good time to take our first commercial break.
Right.
One team has finished the first step. They're already working on the second step. I think
they're really close to the end.
They're close. Don't worry. We're gonna bring it back. You guys won't miss anything. Stay tuned. We got a bunch of people going to the Nightfall pretty soon. So it's gonna be interesting. Things are gonna get a little hairy. We'll see if the A team can continue pulling away, or if Invigorate or any of the other teams bring it back. So stay tuned, guys. We'll see you very shortly.